Arizona Gearheads. It's December 21st, 2016, the first day of winter, and it's a beautiful day here in Arizona. In the upper 60s, a little bit cloudy, but just a great day to be out driving around in your hot rod. I bought this car 1 year ago on December 12th, 2015 in Los Angeles. It needed quite a bit of work, so I put more than 78 major changes into this car in the year that I've had it, but I've also managed to drive it more than 13,000 miles. It has been a real adventure, and I remain true to my original intent to keep the cost down. I did all of the work myself. I fabricated parts as I needed them, and I always found a way to work around some situation that became a problem. This is what this hobby is about, and it really makes it a lot of fun. In September, I drove this car 4,902 miles on a trip. It was a tremendous adventure. I took the back roads through Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio. Met a lot of people along the way, got a lot of nice comments on the car. It ran beautifully, no complaints whatsoever. A couple things that made that possible and are different from my last update I did on this car. You can see that it has a top. It has a quick top frame. I bought it from Speedway. I had to extend it 7 inches so it would fit the car. Really not much of a problem. And Terry at the top shop here in Phoenix sewed the top up for me. You probably can't see it in this video, but it also has a window. These windows just come in and out really in seconds. I made them out of plexiglass. They slip up under the top, and I just use a binder clip and clip them to the frame so that they're stationary and don't rattle. I made a little L bracket, and I used 2 brackets on each door from early 60s MGBs, and it's what they used to put the top on. I know because I used to own one. So it just slips right in there very nicely, tucks up under the top, and ready to go. It poured rain at times on that trip, and the windows worked great, as did the top. Did it leak? Yeah, it leaked some, but really not enough to be an inconvenience or worry about, and it allowed me to use this car in a way that I really wanted to do it. I'm not going to go over all the changes that I made to this car. They're just simply too many things. But I do want to tell you the things that I did that I think are really important, and if you want to build a hot rod, there are things that you can do without a lot of cost that will make your car a pleasure to drive. One is I put disc brakes on the front. It's a kit from Speedway. It bolted right onto my early spindles. Took me about 2 hours. Really just made the braking great. I added a dual master cylinder under the floor to go with it. Stopping power is really super. Probably the best thing that I did is that I replaced the side steering with cross steering, and I used a Vega steering box, again from Speedway, really inexpensive. I put a new column and a new steering wheel in it to go along with it. All double D connectors for it. Didn't spend a lot of money, but the difference in the steering, you would have to have driven the car previously to really understand what an enormous change this is. The steering is very light. It actually is better than my Toyota pickup truck right now. The steering's very light. It works great. It's very positive. No shake, no shimmy, no nothing. The other thing that I did is I pulled the buggy spring out of the rear end of here. The rear end was sitting almost on the frame, and it was just bone jarring to drive this car. So I pulled that spring out and I put coilovers in the back. What a magnificent change that was. This made this car roadworthy. I'll drive it anywhere. In fact, this coming summer, I'm going to drive this car to New Jersey, to the Race of Gentlemen up there. It's in Wildwood, New Jersey. It's all vintage hot rods driving on the beach. I went to the Race of Gentlemen in Pismo this year, and I highly recommend it. On my 5,000 mile trip that I took in this car, I went up to Chillicothe, Ohio. I have a friend, Kenny Howard, up there, visited him for a little while. And then I went over and watched the bikes from the Race of Champions, which is the motorcycle cannonball, going from New Jersey all the way to the West Coast. This year was all bikes over 100 years old, so they were all 1916 or earlier. What a great event this was, just to see these. Some were in restored condition, some were just as found. But I really enjoyed seeing the bikes, talking to the guys. I followed them up to Mason, Ohio, watched them all come in there. Really great event. I'll probably go to it again next year. I have some pictures that I took along the way that I'm going to show you now, just to let you know where we went, what I did, how much fun it was. Really a great adventure, and I highly encourage any of you that own a hot rod, build it to drive, get it on the road. Don't worry about chipping your paint. You know, build it so that you can get out and enjoy the car. A 5,000-mile drive in a 90-year-old car, I guarantee you, you will never forget it. So until next time, Gearhead, let's be safe out there. A couple of other quick things. I ditched my 283 Chevy and 3 Strombergs for the Olds and 3 G2s. Really a great improvement in the car. You can see my window up there. And I have a trailer hitch on the back. I put a hitch on the back so that I could carry some luggage in it. The trunk is full of gas tank, so I bought a motorcycle trailer, which is this little baby right here. It weighs almost nothing. It's got a cooler on the front, plenty of room to pack tools, clothes, anything that I need. It's been a great addition to this hot rod, and I'll certainly get its use heading across the country this year.
He's a rockabilly cartoon, he's larger than life. He calls up the jeans and he smokes Lucky Strikes. They call him Psychobilly, but he ain't square. He drives a hot rod car and he pompadours his hair. He plays a mean guitar and a doghouse bass. You meet him on the blacktop, you know you're gonna race. He drives the bass down and it ain't slow. Just a nose can ride with the top good low. It's chopped down and it's hopped up. 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 You gotta chop down, hopped up my lane. It's gonna make you look if you don't take care. Don't look him in the eye and you best not stare. Well, if you want to ride, you better prove to be smooth. You better wear your seatbelt cause that model lane moves. It's chopped down and it's hopped up. 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 You gotta chop down, hopped up my lane. Climbing that firebomb wreck. Well, if you're really willing to risk your neck, the title's on his arm's gonna tell you the truth. That Psychobilly has a couple of screws loose. And it's chopped down and it's hopped up. It's chopped down and it's hopped up. It's chopped down and it's hopped up. It's chopped down and it's hopped up.